Oh, we've got sound, Patrick. Oh, we've got sound. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Hello, guys. What's up? Welcome to Vixen After Dark. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped, and turned on. I'm your host, Leticia Ofo. If you guys haven't already joined the fam, please make sure you go ahead and smash the subscribe button and click the bell right next to it. That way you guys are notified every time I go live. How's everyone doing today? Oh no, where's my glasses cleaner? What in the tarnation? Oh, that's terrible. You know, when you're not in the present, spirit will make things go missing. I literally just used it. It's probably downstairs. Anyways. Hey guys. What's up, kids? It's all good. I think I did water signs this week real early. I had a lot of, like, this week is super packed for me with appointments. So this is a very productive week for me. So I'm just trying to get these readings in when I fit in because it's my priority, you know. I want to make sure I come here. Like, YouTube is where it's at for me. So it's been all week. It's where I can fit it. It's either in the morning or it's going to be around this time. So thank you for tuning in. Yeah, very productive week. Taking care of business is really, you know what I'm saying? Like, getting things done. Just focusing on what I can focus on, controlling things I can't control. That way I don't lose my mind, right? How are you? So what's up, guys? You guys are here for Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, but also we are doing collective spreads, so don't run. This is for the collective. You know, I always say you may get a message out of everything, so take what resonates and leave out the rest, okay? Everything will be time-stamped. If you guys are new here, I always make sure that I do a timestamp. So right now it's going to be intro in astrology. I'm going to be bringing up a couple of key factors today. We have a couple of sextiles, excuse me, that I want to talk about. But all in all, we're going to do a collective spread, which I have oracles today. And intuition is going to be the name of the game as well, okay, with all my downloads that we have. And then after that, I'll do an individual special for Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, wherever you have the Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo as a Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, because we got a lot going on. If you guys haven't already checked out the Astro update videos that I've already done, as far as certain planets, they're going to be sitting in different zodiac signs, but for a long time, like Uranus and Taurus, you know, Pluto and Aquarius. So check out, I always do individual entries, check out those videos. But today, so moving forward, I'm going to be discussing whenever the moon shifts, because we usually have our moon with, you know, 2 to 3 days spans. It's carrying out different energies. So right now, you guys seen the title, Moon is in Cancer. Okay, how y'all feeling over there, Earth signs? I feel like we have Sun in Taurus. That's a grounded energy already. So you guys are probably working through this. But right now, when the Moon's in Cancer, of course, it's going to heighten our sensitivity. Right now, we're going to desire things that are comfortable to us, what makes us feel good, you know, nurturing, kind of an energy, you know, feeling comfortable, right? But it's forcing earth signs for you guys to tap into your emotions right now, okay? So people are going to be way more in tune to how they're feeling. You know, it's like the moon sign is at home right now in Cancer, so it's going to feel at home. It's going to feel good. You're going to feel good feeling how you feel, and you're going to feel it with conviction. Now, here's the tricky part. The dark side of that is Mars is in Cancer at the same token right now. I did a video on that. You guys can check that out if you want a little bit more in depth. But that's taking action, right? In a different way, especially with our emotions right now. So people are going to want to express how they feel. So you probably had a couple of conversations. People have been really telling the truth, really revealing themselves. I always say, watch what people would rather do. Sit back and grab your popcorn, because people normally tell on themselves 9 times out of 10 if you just watch them and if you just listen. So lots of things have been being revealed to us. Whether this is a love relationship, a friendship, a business partnership, whatever kind of ship you sail in, you've probably experienced it. Even maybe the way that you talk to yourself, right? Because everything always comes back to us. And people are reflections of us as well. So whatever energy we're projecting, we're receiving that same thing back. If you really take a look at, for the most part, because it's going to go a little bit deeper, but if you really take a look at what energy are you pushing out there, think of it like a boomerang effect. Bing! You're going to get that right back. So if you're going to be sad, depressed, and mad and angry, well, you're going to attract those same people, but it's going to feel comfortable to you right now because they're vibrating low with you. So it's going to be like nothing can really progress from that, but you feel like a sense of home because someone's talking about that someone ain't shit, and then that someone's talking about someone else that ain't shit, and so you guys have this camaraderie going on within your conversation, and it feels comfortable. That's the tricky part about it all, okay? So be aware of the conversations that you're having right now or what you're entertaining at this time, okay? To some degree. Right now, we do have Chiron is in Aries, okay? So that's opportunities for us to heal our wounds, just so that you're aware. And Venus is in Gemini. So there's a sextile. Sextiles are good, depending on how you utilize the energy. So that's why I'm bringing awareness to you guys right now. So remember, Venus represents love, our money, which a lot of us are focused on, our endeavors, our financial forecasts, and building our foundation right now at this time, because we got a lot of planets in earth energy right now, which is more about our material possessions and things that we value, right? So Chiron represents our healing and transformation. It's like the wounded warrior kind of an energy. And so we're in that sextiling right now, along with the moon in Cancer, along with Mars in Cancer. You got to remember Gemini is an air sign, right? So Venus is in Gemini. So Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which is Mercury's in retrograde. I don't want to confuse you, but just look at it like this. Aries is the fire sign and Gemini is an air sign. So when Venus is in Gemini and it's playing with Chiron and Aries, people are going to have the urge to really take action even more so. It could be light. It could be playful. Some people can take it as... this is like, Aquarius is kind of act like this. What's that energy when people are... Oh, I can't think of the word right now. I can't think of a spirit. It'll come to me. But it could be light. It could be light. It could be very playful right now. But you're going to just feel this need to take action in a sense. This is definitely going to bring a huge transformation to your relationships, the things that you love and the people that you value. People are being very transparent, very open right now at this time, as I said before, about expressing themselves. So you might get messages saying, you know what, I'm sorry I haven't looked at you in a way where, I value you, you matter to me. I'm going to take more time out to talk to you a little bit more. I'm going to call you a little bit more and check up on you a little bit more. So you might be getting those messages. But also you might be getting a rush of messages of people that are projecting, right? That haven't been doing the healing, that don't really see the value in something, or they're just mad at something that hasn't gone their way. So they're going to be projecting whatever they're going through onto you. So it's not really you, it's them. It's going to be both sides of the ball game here. So like I said, be careful, tread lightly when the moon is in Cancer. And right now the degrees that it's at a high degree, which is 26. So a lot of people are really in their emotions. Like I said, you're going to be feeling as if, whatever you say, you're going to stand on that shit, real hard right now. So people are going to be really open to, or more willing to, I should say, especially, water signs and earth signs, like expressing. I feel like pretty much everybody has gone through some type of an emotional thing. I don't care what sign you are. Let's just keep it a buck. Some way, somehow, somebody has expressed something, or you feel a certain way about whatever's going on, whatever's playing out in your little bubble right now. Okay, especially the people that are more, I would say, it's more recognizable or noticeable when it's someone that's an introvert or someone that never really expresses their emotions. That's how you'll know the energy is kind of different. That's how you'll know an aspect is playing out right now at this time. When someone normally plays a certain character, but then they're doing something out of the ordinary, that's usually because of an aspect that's playing out, which is what I'm talking about right now. So you'll notice that in certain people. Like if you notice someone doesn't really tell you they miss you, they love you, now all of a sudden they're doing it, right? It's something that's noticeable. So most of the time you can't really notice these things unless you have me, like someone telling you, like an astrologer or some shit, right? So this can really lead to a collective shift. Now this can make for healthier connections, or it can bring on new opportunities that you actually love, that you can indulge in, or this can be the other side of that. This can break away connections because the veil is so thin, or I would say there's no veil at all at this point. You get what you get. And I always say, when you get what you get, if you know, you know, let people be. It's very telling, right? So we have another trine, okay? So while the moon is sitting in Cancer, we have, this is the only trine I want to talk about, actually. So moon in Cancer is trining Neptune in Pisces. So, we all know how that is. It's like a la feeling. So a lot of people, we're going to be attuning more to our spiritual needs, more to our emotional needs, what makes us feel good, what feels right to us. Not even worried about justice or anything or judgment. Just kind of like, if this feels good, I'm going for it. If it doesn't feel right, fuck it. But it's going to be with conviction. It's going to be with passion. Like, you're going to say that shit from your chest and mean it. So more people are going to be even vulnerable. Like, you might be a person that just goes live and just starts saying something, or you might spill your heart out on Twitter. You might, you know what I'm saying? You might take social media as an outlet, or a journal, or your best friend, or your lover, or you just might just pour it all out right now. Okay. So take care of yourself right now and set boundaries. Okay. Because you don't want people just dumping on you without you being ready for it, because you could be dealing with your own shit right now at this time. Okay. Because people are going to be more prone to, with this trying to escape from how they feel. So some people, you still have those people lingering that don't want to dive deep into their emotions when they're being forced to right now. So what are they doing? They're going against the current. That's not going to be a good road for them, and you don't want to stand in that line of fire when they're going against something. You never want to go against. You want to go with the flow of this energy. So if you need to cry it out. If you want to be mad, do it for like 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Be in something for a little bit, but don't stay in that energy for too long if it's a negative energy. You want to sit in the fire, find the root of it, so that you can, close it up and move on. You don't want to ever sweep anything under the rug. You don't want to ever just push something to the side. You don't want to ever, I know it's easier said than done, but you really want to deal with it right then and there. So if you need to have those conversations, like let's say, for example, you're in the grocery store. Someone elbows you or some shit, and they didn't say, excuse me. Address it right then and there. Well, excuse you. And then maybe they'll say something. Oh, I'm so sorry. I really, I don't have my glasses on today. I don't know. I'm just bringing something up. But say it within that moment, because then guess what you're going to do? That action that happened, you're going to talk about it. You're going to think about it. You're going to carry it on. Girl, guess what happened to me at the grocery store? This bitch pushed me. Like, what the fuck? It didn't even say excuse me. Like, just walk right through it. And that's going to carry on to something else and carry on. So your actions are going to continue to be a negative domino effect if you don't deal with it right then and there. Period. So find some good outlets right now, you guys. Stay grounded as much as possible. You don't want to escape. You don't want to be the escape artist, trust me, going to vices and all that, because that's a temporary fix. You want to be able to nip something in the bud right then and there, gain your clarity, and move on. Know how to move forward, right? It's good to recognize something, you see it, you make a sound decision on how you're going to move, and then boom, you're going to go left or you're going to go right. I mean, it's either or. People make it so hard, but it can be so simple. That way you can bring on more peace for yourself, right? Just come up with some practical solutions, okay? Let's see. So, but like I said, on the other token, this can bring on lots of healing and transformations to connections right now. So this could be a good time to really say how you feel towards someone. I'm in love with you. I miss you. I want to be with you. Can we deepen our connection? Or, hey, I like what you did there. Thank you for taking care of me. I really appreciate you. I always love how you have bright energy. You always brighten up my day. You know, it's those little things that can go a long way. You know, sending someone a smile, saying hi to somebody you don't even know, you know, letting someone go first. Like, let people have it right now. Just let them have it. I wouldn't even try and argue right now because you might be in a whole, like, lawyer judge type of situation. You might feel like you're never going to win. It's just going to be like a never-ending cycle, and you're brewing up fire, and that fire is going to stay lit, and then you're going to be wondering, how the fuck do I put this fire out? Like, god damn, like, oh, I just want to get out of it. And then you're going to get frustrated, and you see how the domino effect works. You see what I'm talking about? So be more in the light and playful kind of an energy, but it's okay to feel the shit. You have a right to be mad, upset, happy, glad, whatever, and whatever emotion you're feeling at that time, but then recognize it, let it go, let it burn, and then figure out how you're going to make your moves, because you don't want to sit in that energy, and you don't want to create new actions based off of some old shit, okay? Because later on next week, you're going to be like, damn, why the fuck did I say that? Why did I do that? And then next week, you're going to be dealing with some bullshit. So tread lightly right now, guys. Tread lightly. You have been warned. And just, you know, focus on you, what you got going on. Staying in the present moment, right? I'll do when I do the individual signs, I'll talk about more in depth as far as how Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo are going to definitely feel. I already did fire signs and air or water signs. Tomorrow I'll do air signs. Okay? So we'll go into that separately. But that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about as far as that sextile with Chiron and Aries. So people are going to be very transparent right now. Real passionate about everything. So you just have to be, just take things for what they are. Each scenario is going to play out differently for you. Good and bad, okay? Good and bad. All right, guys, so let's get on with the collective spread here. Let me get some, how are we all feeling right now? So Moon in Cancer, 26 degrees. Yeah, that Venus in Gemini is at 18. Neptune's at 26 degrees. So the higher the degree, the more you feel some shit. The lower the degree, the more it's cusped within the last sign that it was in. For the most part, just so that you guys are aware when people are talking degrees. I'll do a separate video on degrees because I get a lot of questions about degrees because they do really matter. Okay, what do we have for the collective spirit? Give us some love and light, but tell the truth. Let's be honest. You know, my channel's not for the weak. We're going to keep it real over here. And see what we have going on. Did I use this spread last time? I think I did. Yeah. I just want to make sure because I've been doing so many readings. Yeah. So people could be very like in their emotions. You know, we're all focusing on money and stability and building our foundation and wanting to have breakthroughs and wanting to find answers and really focusing on, you know, who makes us feel good, things that we value, what's going on. So a lot of people may look like they're the jealousy, the envy, I'm telling you, you're going to start to really find out how people feel about you. People are going to probably be coming to you with the same stories about how other people feel about them. It's going to be very easy to spot these things once you know how to work with the energy and go with the current. When you're going with the current and you're just literally in the omnipresent, you'll see things clear as motherfucking day. Okay, it'll literally look black and white, and you can be like, I'm not participating in this. I'm going this way. Literally. So number 2, really focus on you and find a balance between your divine feminine and masculine energies right now at this time. It's going to be very crucial. I'm not saying that, you know, make sure you have your sword ready like everyone else. Don't just be passive aggressive and let anybody walk all over you and let things happen. No, set your boundaries, have the sword ready when you're ready, or your shadow or your ego ready to play whenever you need to bust it out. But don't utilize it to manipulate situations. because you're going to be paying for it later, aka karma, right? So with this hostilities card, I just feel as if you have a path, you have somewhere to go. So think of yourself on Black Friday and you're shopping at Walmart and you're trying to go through and get that one TV and you have that mission and you're pushing everybody out the way. That's kind of the energy that's going on right now. If you're a person that's really focused on the things that you need to get done, but you can do it in a way where it doesn't seem hostile. You know what I'm saying? Just try and make your day as smooth as you can. We can't control people around us. We can't control our environment, but we can choose how we participate or not, how we respond and react. Okay? That's very key. Because we have 26 equals 8. We have some abundant things that could be happening, some major shifts, major changes, major transformations. We're all evolving and growing in some form or fashion. And if you're not, I'm going to need you to go in the corner and do some shadow work. And operate out of your heart chakra here, okay? Card number 38 equals 11. That's a master number here. So it's all about mastering self, mastering and you know, making sure that we have our emotions balanced and intact. Doing things out of love, being genuine, being transparent, having empathy, showing love, putting yourself in someone else's shoes for a second to seeing their perspective before judging anyone or judging a book by its cover. That's where that kind of came from, right? And if there's some conversation you don't want to participate in, don't say shit. Just don't even say anything. Like if somebody's like gossiping and all that stuff, if it's not from a learning perspective, or if it's not in an area of reflecting or trying to understand something or try to understand the mind or behavior or actions, don't participate in it. If it's just like pure gossip, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't got time for that. Moving along, okay? You have your own things to worry about, right? Because when you participate in things like that, what you gonna get? You participate in bullshit, you're gonna get bullshit back. So it's best to just operate, do things out of love, but make sure you're not being taken for granted and make sure there's reciprocity in the recipe, okay? That is key. So utilize your discernment right now, because a lot of us are just going for those carrying connections. That's the energy moon in Cancer, okay? Cancer wants to feel loved and wanted and just that loyal kind of an energy, feel comfortable. So right now it's at home, but playing around with all these other planets in different signs where they're not at home right now, especially with Mercury in retrograde, and we're also dealing with the Mars in Cancer, and then we have, you know, I was telling you about the sextile we have here in the trine with Chiron and Venus. This is why this is very important to talk about, so you know what to expect and you know how to move, check, and jive, or be like Neo and dodge a bullet. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we might not see everything. We're not robots. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool when you can catch a couple of things and get yourself out of those scenarios, right? So carrying connections, just, you know, putting our mind towards the ones that we actually know fuck with us, the ones that actually support us, the ones that show love to us, the ones that actually show, like, taking action. Like, you see how he gave her flowers, right? Physical thing, material item, material possessions. That's pretty much the name of the factor right now. So everyone's tripping off right now. You just want to feel that energy. Now, it doesn't have to be something tangible. It could be just, you know, the smallest, slightest thing. Like I said earlier, you can say something to somebody, or just some small gesture with your friendships, love partnerships, any kind of ship that you're sailing right now is very key. And they're going to be super noticeable at this time. Because watch, when you blow up and you make it, when Pluto is really rocking in Aquarius, woo, and that shift is there and you're just like balling out of control, people are going to be like, oh, and you're going to be like, nah, where was you at when I was shooting in the gym? Well, now you care because I have a platform now. That's going to be the energy. So people are really paying attention to that. Who's really there through my ups and downs, and who genuinely cares about me and wants me to make me feel good, right? So that's what we're all shooting for here. A lot of you guys are also tapping into what you're going to invest in right now at this time with the man holding a coin. You could be thinking about it. You could be searching new opportunities, new ways to invest your money, what to invest in. It's giving like Bitcoin. It's giving, you know, any of the coin things. It's giving like, what bank should I go to now? All that energy. That's Uranus and Taurus, all these changes that are coming about with Pluto and Aquarius. Everything's shifting right now. So it's all about adapting to the changes, coming up with solutions. So a lot of us are probably, you know, trying to set ourselves up nice for that, or whenever something does hit. Also, too, this is a man holding a coin is like really reserving your time and energy, because remember, you are the whole bag. You are the coin. Okay, so this is also showing, you know what? I'm not going to waste my time on this. I'm not going to, you know, tap into this or that. So you're also thinking about those things too. All in the same spectrum, right? I know it sounds like a lot, but we're doing it every day on a daily. You really like checking yourself. You're really making these choices, and they're the smallest choices, but you're making them and you're doing it. So pay attention to when you feel like you can be open and vulnerable with people versus when you feel like you have this wall up. It's like you have your armor on, you know, you're more in your divine masculine energy than anything. Because sometimes that could be your soul. If you don't remember, your soul, your spirit knows like, ooh, this is not it. You know what I'm saying? This is not the person where you feel your soul feels protected enough to be vulnerable, to share your emotions, because it's probably not the right person. And that's why we have a woman holding a heart. We all can hold love for people. We're definitely being divinely guided right now towards our mission, what we have going on, you know, places we want to go, people we want to see, things we want to tap into, right? So we're all being pushed in some sort of direction. If not, you're pushing yourself. But we're all being guided in some form or fashion to really, it's like a magnifying glass on, okay, what do we have to offer? So what if the dollar ain't worth shit? What are we going to do now? Like, what skill sets do I have to offer? It's kind of like the light is being broadcasted on all of these things. And that can be, you know, not so easy to talk about, especially if you're a person that's single, right? And you don't really have family, or you might not have a solid group of people, of friends that you can trust with your heart and your ideas and all these things. It's like everyone's questioning the loyalty amongst one another, how far they can go. So some of you guys could be holding off on love relationships, or maybe you're just kind of looking back and, you know, reassessing during this Mercury retrograde with Venus and Gemini, really what matters to you on an intellectual level, because Gemini is an air sign. So you're really like back to the drawing board. Okay, a lot of us are back to the drawing board trying to figure out what really does matter to you. Readjusting those priority lists. And you can love someone. I think I tweeted this. It's cool to learn to love somebody from a distance. Sometimes we have to do that, either to teach a lesson or because maybe you don't want to participate with the fuckery that's going on in the dancery. It's really that simple. I'm gonna take those glasses off. I didn't get to clean them that great. So we have here the healer of ages as well. So lots of opportunity for healing with Chiron and Aries, especially with this sextile that we have. Chiron squaring up with Mars as well, and Chiron sextiling with Venus. Opportunity for lots of healing right now. So having those conversations, just tread lightly. I swear, with Mercury in retrograde, people always think it's this dun dun dun, like it's a bad thing. Don't set yourself up to think a Mercury retrograde is a bad thing. Really set yourself up nice. This could be a lucrative part if you were really putting your time and energy to things that actually matter to you already, the things that you already value, whether it's starting a business or whether you're trying to become a CEO of the company that you work for and trying to move up and you're really focused in that. And you know what I'm saying? Like if you're really good at things that you do, whatever it is, you put effort, time, and energy to certain things before all of this. Now it should be a nice, easy flow for you. The only thing that should be messing up is like your phone and your computer when you're using it or something, like the bullshit that happens during Mercury retrograde. It should be nothing crazy. But if it is, then you know that you really were wasting your time living in La La Land before. So That's how Mercury retrograde should play out. It should be a good thing for you. More than anything right now, when Mars is debilitated in the sign of Cancer, it's not at home. You should be actually doing the opposite. So you should be taking action. I know it can be a little bit hard with us feeling a little bit lethargic in these avatars right now when Mars is not at home, but it's very important for us to try and do that. To take action, and also take action on healing yourself, right? Changing the thoughts. Some people now are doubting themselves more than ever, which creates fear. False evidence appearing real, and so then we act on that, and we do things out of fear. We do things because we're getting scared, like scarcity or fear mongering you see on the news, social media. So try your hardest to detox your body, detox your mind from social media, from TV, from the garbage conversations at work and at home. It's like really find some hobbies, really find some outlets. I cannot stress that enough. Write a list of shit on your phone and on a piece of paper that you see every day, or on your mirror, dry erase, and really write a list of things that you can do to transmute your energy during this time. This is going to be key, because it's not the time to be arguing with Tom, Dick, and Harry about who's right and who's wrong, who knows more, who's better at this or that. It's really not the time. It's really time to whatever you value, whatever you want to work for yourself, whatever you want to happen right now. It's really time to focus on that. If you have the energy to. Shut up, Steve. You're so funny. Because Mars in Cancer can make you feel a little lazy. That's why I said do the opposite. Push. So hydrating yourself, making sure you're eating the right foods to give you that energy to carry out your 8-hour day at work, and then come home and wear another hat, like if you have kids, or if you want to go work out at the gym, or you know what I'm saying, like really taking care of your self-care routines, the morning ones, your night ones, and your midday ones. You know what I'm saying? People can get real lost on their spiritual rituals and things that they normally do when Mars is in Cancer. So you got to be real careful, right? You got to be real careful. We do have the goddess of the moon, which keeps coming out as well for the collective. Like I said earlier, things being revealed to us. Okay, we're going to start to see, like I said, people are just going to be either telling you, giving you all the love and fuzzy comments and notes and text messages and phone calls, or it's the opposite right now. So very revealing type of an energy, especially what happened after the eclipse, and that was in Taurus. I know that probably shook the house right there, and new portals were opened up. So that can go real deep. I can go a mile a minute with that. Let me get a little bit more here. We're going to use a different deck. What's up, Steve? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. You're funny. So, like I said, your angels and ancestors, or your higher self, is trying to guide you. So pay attention to the messages. If you guys are seeing like numbers, I did post something on my Instagram about numerology. Some of you guys are even probably tapping into gematria, going a little bit deeper with it. That's a whole nother level, but you could be receiving messages. Dreams are also very telling right now too, with Saturn in Pisces and Neptune in Pisces. So pay attention to your dreams. When you wake up between the hours of, I would say, 3 to 5 a.m., sit quiet and really focus on listening. There could be a message there too. When the world is quiet, they feel like this is the only time they can get to you, especially if you're a person that's always busy throughout the day. You're going to be, you might have a couple of jacked up, like your sleep might be off right now, okay, in order to receive the messages, in order to really pay attention to the signs, to remember who you are and why you're here. Pretty much is what's going on right now. It's like a crucial time for that. Okay, that way you don't let nobody rock your ass to sleep with something that they're telling you. You know what I'm saying? It's good to always do your own research, do your due diligence within everything right now. Like, for example, I had 2 appointments to get a water heater, right? Both times the water heater wasn't the right fit. So I'm like, something ain't right. This has to be for a reason. And then, you know, with plumbing, no one really knows about plumbing. So they're probably the most highest paying jobs right now to have, or businesses to own. And they can say anything. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go hop my ass on the computer and use my little Scorpio spidey senses and do some motherfucking investigation. Talking about this guy's like, oh, we can't get it, so we're gonna have to give you a waterless heater. I second that. I hopped my ass around the computer. It took me a couple of hours, made a couple of phone calls, went to a couple of places. Boom, found it. It's there. I'm not using that guy anymore. Totally lied to me, trying to finesse me. Yeah, buddy, no. So little things like that, guys, on the daily basis, people are gonna try and finesse the hardest right now, especially it's tax season. So, you know, more of the trolls are out, okay, than ever to try and get people's money. Especially times are hard right now, right? Things are shifting and changing. People are scared. They're doing things because they're scared. And they're going about it in the wrong way, operating in their shadow, taking over their life, or operating with their pride and ego. So be aware of that, okay? What do we have for the collective? Oh, let's just for the collective. I always say, you know, anything else? I always say, do your own research, okay? Because the whole time we thought they were telling us the truth, it's been a lie. So it's kind of like, you got to really figure shit out now. It goes deep. It goes deep. And women and men, it's intuition and ego. Intuition and gut. You need to trust yourself. It all starts within. Okay? That way you won't be going to everybody to get answers and like running around with like a chicken with your head cut off, or a bobblehead, like, what do I do? What's going on? How do I Pretty soon you're gonna be asking AI, like, do I wipe my ass with like tissue, or should I use a wipe? Like, it's like I feel like that's what the world is coming to. Like, no one is thinking for themselves right now, and it's really fucking sad. So try and start thinking for yourself, y'all, if you're not already, because a lot of things will be illuminated. Like I said, our possessions, our material possessions, our connections, our relationships, our love life, everything is being like, literally just think a light, like you're on stage, and imagine like a box of everything, okay? Material possessions, financial forecast, relationships, like your mindset, like everything's being illuminated right now. It's like shining a bright, like, it's just time for healing. It's time for change. It's time to like transform. It's time to find solutions. It's time to, you're either going to go forward with someone or something or not. Like, it's just real clear right now. It should be real clear to you to make those changes. Okay? It's here. The time has come. It's like you could literally be a person that invents something right now, or that really, you know, makes a platform go viral right now. You could really be that person if you set yourself up real nice, if you have things that are going on. Or you could be a person that's traveling the world right now, and you don't have a care about what's going on social media or on your phone, because you're out on the beach having fun sipping a goddamn Mai Tai. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be either or, one of them damn three. Okay, so do your due diligence, as I just stated, and I didn't even see this card. It's like Spirit's just confirming right now. I'm just pulling the cards for confirmation, really, of what I'm saying. But do your due diligence. Do your research. Look up shit, because a lot of people are going to be talking the talk and selling pipe dreams. Saturn and Pisces, okay? Selling you pipe dreams, especially when it comes to money, especially when it comes to this whole coin thing, this whole digital shit. Like, people are going to be selling all kinds of crazy things. What's up, Melissa? Thanks for tuning in. I'm not understanding why I'm having a hard time finding employment again. That could be a sign from Spirit taking you out of the matrix and saying maybe there's something that you know or that you can do, whether it's knowledge or a skill set that you can monetize, or it's so that you can be put in a position to be tested as far as where are you going to go? Are you going to look for solutions right now, kids? Or are you going to sit in as a victim and be, you know, oh my God, woe is me, I can't do anything, and be, you know, in a state of depression? So it could be a test. What is she going to do? Is she okay? Is she in gratitude with the things that she already has right now? Is she grateful for everything right now? The simple things, the little things. Is she taking care of those things? You know what I'm saying? So look at it from a different lens, a different perspective, so that you can find the fuel and to light the fire under your butt to see where you need to go, see what you need to do, what's in store for you. So I recommend maybe writing a list of pros and cons of or not pros and cons, writing a list of hobbies or things that you think that you can monetize, or things that you can see yourself doing without it making it feel like work. Think of any side hustles that you can start. You know what I'm saying? There's millions of ways on how to make money right now. You could do DoorDash, Instacart. I don't know. There's something. If you have a car, if you have a license, just think of all the things that you have right now and kind of like start thinking on solutions. Be more solution based and not be so you won't be in a detriment, right? Especially if there's a certain career that you want. It's kind of like, okay, act as if you already have the career. What do you look like? Are you in business suits, or do you get to dress however you want? Are you visiting that place all the time? Are you talking to them? Are you showing them that you're different? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many different aspects to it. Do you know people that work there that you know of? Do you know, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many ways to go about something. Like, study the place that you want to have a career in. You know what I'm saying? Like, to the T, and like impress them some way or somehow, right? If you need guidance, just follow your nose. Shut up, Steve. Jobs are overrated. Yeah, I know. That's because we are women. They think we don't know, but we do. Boom. Women are the mother. If the gods, without them, where would we be? Scorpio moon. Okay. Yes. See? Bam. I have a Scorpio stellium, so finding out information and doing things on my own takes it to breathing. I understand, and I am doing everything I can. So also too, you know, it's kind of like, do you really want a career job? Do you want that? Then you put energy towards, okay, let me spruce up my resume. Let me actually go visit places. I know now it's more digital as far as the resume portion goes. You know, it's all about hanging around that area, really checking it out, talking to different people. Really, just word of mouth too is a good thing. If you know any friends or family members, to say, hey, can you guys look out for me? This is the kind of job I'm looking for. I'm looking for like something sit down, something in the office. Or you're probably like, I just want anything. So when you're kind of saying you just want anything, that's you're not very decisive. You're kind of just going based off of fear. But when you know what you want, you can actually set an intention on the place that you want to work. I bet you 9 times out of 10, somebody will offer you something via word of mouth and get you in and slide you in somewhere, versus you being on the computer for 10 hours a day and nothing's happening. Because there is something going on with that. It's like they're saying there's so many jobs, and really there's not. They're not really accepting a lot of people. So I feel like word of mouth is a good deal. You know, if you really don't look at it as like a scarcity kind of a thing, because then you're just, if you say, oh, anything, I'll just take anything right now. No, don't say you want anything. Think of your ideal place on where your mental will still be intact and you won't be stressed out and depressed. Okay, you can always hook up a guidance session with me, a personal one if you want, on my website. But let me get back to the reading, okay? So community, it's all about unity and coming together with community energy, operating in your rainbow energy. When you know who you are and you're starting to master yourself, and you start setting boundaries, and then you're starting to operate at a higher octave, and you start to be a little bit more happier, being more content and grateful for just having your needs met, and you're just like, I'm having a good day, my rent's paid, you know, the cats are fed, I'm fed, you know what I'm saying, like, I have gas in my car, I've got food in the fridge, like, then boom, more things start to come in because you're already appreciating everything that you have right now. So Now it's like, oh, okay, if a neighbor comes knocks on your door and you have like 50,000 racks of toilet paper, you're gonna be like, you know what, bro, I got some toilet paper, here you go. Community, coming together, unity. And then also too, you want to look for the reciprocity though. You don't want people that are just take, and never like, you know, assist you or help you mentally, physically, and emotionally. You don't want your tank going empty, or your chalice or your cup going empty and dry. Be careful of the leeches out there. But I feel like here, you know, getting to know your community, going into nature is going to be really important. You know, some people are setting themselves up nice, you know, with emergency stuff going on. They have like emergency backpacks and things of that nature. They have compasses and they know exit ways, and, you know, just maybe getting to know people around you. Like, for example, I can pinpoint, you know, I know a guy that sells water for a living. Like, I know an electrician over here. I know someone that knows about, you know, electricity, like hooking shit up, like someone that just builds shit. I know a painter. I know, you know what I mean? Like, getting to know what everyone does in your neighborhood could be something great, because like I said, a lot of things happen out of word of mouth. So getting to know your community is going to be very important. It could be very lucrative because you never know. We might go to like a barter system. So it's kind of like, what do you have to offer? And the guy's gonna be like, well, what do you got to offer? Like, can we do a trade? You know, sometimes people like to trade off services. So that's why I like this community card. The Wonders card here is just really tapping into spirituality, going a little bit deeper, especially with this Healer of Ages coming up. It's real deep, real deep. Like really tapping in. Some of you guys are going to your roots, trying to really find out who are you. You know, this could be looking at birth charts, natal charts, numerology. You could be doing synastry, you know, all kinds of different things that you're tapping into, that you know, metaphysics and just esoteric information altogether. Some of you guys just might be drawn to that right now, wanting to really know what's going on and how to really operate as far as like, are we all energy? Like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can just see people just going on psychedelics and just really like, really finding out answers, like really talking to your higher self, spirit guides, angels, like really calling upon them. Like, you know, meditation or prayer or rituals. I just see all of that amongst all of you guys, because we all can have knowledge. We probably have been programmed, right, since we're younger, but as you get older, we had to unprogram a lot of shit. So a lot of shit's in our archive right now, and so we're reprogramming, and we're still reprogramming and dumping out more old files once again, as they continue to reveal during Age of Aquarius. We're getting to know more things were fake and phony. So it's like, reprogram, we got to insert another program. So it can get very tiring. It's like now when things hit you, it's like not even shocking anymore. You're like, oh, yeah. Like, it's not even shocking anymore at this point. It's like you just shock yourself. You know, it's like you probably learn more on TikTok University than you have at regular school your whole life. So you're looking at people like, well, goddamn, TikTok did it again. Oh, shit. Like, here you go on Amazon. Let me go buy this shit. Like, so I feel like a lot of us know some knowledge that maybe you can turn that and monetize that and turn it into wisdom. Because the key thing is, you could be a person that reads so many books. You could be a person that knows so many things. But are you taking action on that? Are you putting it to some form of use? Or are you just storing it all in your head and gatekeeping? Because it can be real useful right now at this time with things that you know. Real useful. Like real useful right now. Like, you don't even need no products. You can just sell knowledge. Like, how powerful is that? Like, that's so powerful right now. You know what I'm saying? And then you have, you know, things around you that can prove whatever you have going on. So turning that knowledge into wisdom, which is diving deep. She's diving deep into the ocean, right? And remember, they haven't explored all of the ocean. There could be a whole goddamn life down there, right? Like a whole goddamn colony and shit, and civilization and shit. Like, we don't know. So that's why I like this card. It represents like going into the unknown. Doing things outside of the box, like tapping into your magic toolbox, like magician energy, and just really going deep in within yourself And then, you know, maybe some things that are outside of you that you want to know about as well. Okay. Let's pull up some chakra cards here. Yeah, a lot of things are being put in the light. So it's kind of like, I like this card with change because it's like floating. It's like, oh, I know. It's kind of like, I think I tweeted this. It's like, man, we all need an apology. Like, all psychic mediums, channelers, goddamn, psychics, everybody that really predicted certain shit to happen. I don't care who you were, you predicted some shit, and now it's all playing out right now. It's like, now we're floating in the sky. Like, we knew this shit was gonna happen. Doo-doo-doo. Like, let me hop on my fucking hot air balloon. While you guys try and, like, it's just, it's a lot. I can go, let me just stop right there. I'm gonna pull some chakra cards, guys, on what we can focus on. I'm just for the collective right now, and then I'll do individual signs. Gimme. Oh my God. You could use a business partner. Okay. I have assistants and I do them. And I'm doing everything. Amatic transmission. What do you do, Steve, for a living? If you don't mind me asking. Post your resume on Indeed. See, look at that. Everyone's giving you ideas. Google me. Put your real name, Steve. Yeah, Indeed. You also have to be careful, too, when you're putting your resume out on those sites. It's like you can appear to look like, it appears like there's so many jobs you put your resume on, and then it's like a lot of, like, jobs from, like, people from Russia or other countries, and it's just, like, false. It's, like, not an actual real job. So be very careful with that. Because now anybody could post an ad on Indeed and LinkedIn now. Like, I used to do that when I had multi-level marketing businesses. So if I could do it, anybody could act like they're putting a real job. It's really not. So just be careful of that too. Be really careful of that. Yeah, and just meditate and listen. You know, a lot of us are always, this is an old program, but I'm just going to keep it 1,000 with you because I used to do it. So if you think about it, when you sit there and you're praying, some people normally pray when they're in need, which is a detriment, which is thinking of something, of what you don't have. It's thinking of things that you want that you don't have. So that's kind of operating in the low vibe of it, you know, and that's what you're going to continue to get because you're praying for it. You're like, oh my God, Lord, can you please give me $300? I need my rent paid. Can you please? It's like, what you should be doing if you're praying is just saying affirmations or just thanking Spirit for giving you X, Y, and Z, even if you don't have it yet, but also being appreciative of the things that you already have. That's what should be said. So they got us doing everything in reverse. So now that's why I just meditate and listen. I just listen. And that could be, you have to practice though, because a lot of our thoughts are not ours. So you have to be careful of what kind of thoughts are you listening to, right? That's where your intuition and your gut comes into play. And that's why it's something that you should practice on, listening and trusting yourself every single day and testing yourself. Do little tests. Like, I used to do all the time, like an easy one. I used to like drive and be like, show me a red Beamer 2-door with a drop top. And then boom, like 2 seconds later it came around. You know what I mean? Like, test everything. Like, test it out. Like, okay. You can ask Spirit, like, show me if I'm right. You know, I denied going to that party this weekend, so show me why. Even though you felt bad, you kind of want to go, and you see everybody on their stories, like, oh, they went, and you just stayed home and watched Netflix and chilled, and, you know. But then here goes 2 days later, Spirit shows you, well, this is why. You hear about fights, shooting, you know, crazy stuff happened. Like, you dodged a bullet because you listened to your intuition and your gut. So I used to do a lot of those little tests. Sometimes I still do little tests too. Start with something small or something that as confirmation that something you rarely would ever see in your vicinity, as a sign. You know what I'm saying? That way you can go more within instead of going outside of yourself. So changing your perspective is going to be key, guys, for all of us. We all have to change our perspective. I was just literally saying this too, right? Operating a rainbow energy when we do this, becoming a chameleon. So I'm a Pisces, so I can be a chameleon. That's why I can adapt to every single zodiac sign. I know how to rock with every single sign in my own way. And you should also know how to be a chameleon within life. This is like the example, okay, well, if you're on the phone and you're talking to someone, you're not going to be like, oh my God, like yelling at them and going crazy and just talking as if you would be talking to your friends. Of course, you're going to put on the Harvard voice, right? Hello, yes, this is her. How can I help you today? You know what I'm saying? First, when you talk to your friend, girl, sit the fuck down, shut up. Ain't nobody got time. You know what I'm saying? You see the difference in that? So it's all about becoming a chameleon with every situation that you tap into in life. It's very important right now at this time, and that's what can change your lens. The eyes are the window to the soul. Change your lens, change your perspective. Adapt to each and every situation. It's going to help you get through and roll with the current of the energies that are playing out in your daily living. Okay, very important, because we're coming up on a lot of things ending. 18 equals 9. A lot of things are ending right now. This could be relationships, this could be jobs, where you live at, people you talk to, places you frequent, things that you do within yourself, vices, habits, the way you look. Anything could be changing and ending right now. We're going into a new cycle, a new phase. It's starting. So it's really best that you accept who you are and love yourself. Heart chakra energy. Accepting all the changes with love. Seeing the signs. Hold on. Recognizing all the signs that are around you. 23 equals 5. Accepting the change. Finding a solution and knowing how to roll with the punches. Becoming a chameleon. Changing the lens. It's kind of like Superman Clark Kent energy. Okay? Know when to be Superman and know when to be Clark Kent. That's like the clearest visual I can give you right now. Like, literally, like, you see what I'm saying? You just got to know. And that's how you find out. Mastering self is so important. Okay? There's going to be some people, places, and things that we got to let go of right now in order to bring in the new. So spring should have allowed you to, that's why they say spring cleaning. So you can clean out all the old shit. Clean out the clothes you don't wear, the shoes. Clean out the shit, like the little trinkets, that collected dust that just sitting there. You could probably sell things around your house. I watched a Gary Vee video one day, like years ago, and it's always stuck with me. I'll never forget it. He said, oh, there's a lot of ways to make money. There's plenty of ways to make money. What you can do is go around your house and find things that are collecting dust that you don't use, put it on OfferUp or, those sites where you can sell stuff, Craigslist or whatever, and then put a price on it, You can also go on those sites and you can see what people are giving out for free. Go drive and pick those things up and put those on your site and sell those things. So it's like, there's always a way. There's always a way. And then sometimes that leads you into other little rabbit holes and opportunities. Why? Because you're always thinking, who's got my money, versus saying, I don't have any money. You're thinking, okay, who's got it? Who's got my money? Who's got my money? Like, who's gonna pay for these right now? Who's got my money? Like, instead of saying, damn, I ain't got it. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You see how that like shifts, and then that's where you get the fire under your butt to really like do things outside of the box. Uranus and Taurus energy. Okay? Like, think of how Aquariuses think. They're so good at this. They think totally outside the box. They do things out of the norm. That's not normal. It's unorthodox as hell, and then it ends up just working. because they don't care about everybody else and what everybody else thinks. They're just gonna, that's why they were labeled like weird or just crazy or just, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Really, they're like the geniuses, really. They get overlooked. It's kind of like the redheaded stepchild that gets overlooked, right? So you got to be in that energy right now. Trust me. It's a good energy to be in. It's good energy to tap into. But make sure you find a balance within everything, guys. We all got to find balance between our divine feminine and divine masculine energy, to find balance within anything in life. This is not a grand time to overindulge in anything, because that ends up being lopsided, right? The scales aren't balanced when you're overindulging in something and you can't get back up from it. And you're like, ah. And it's just that weight. You know what I'm saying? So finding a nice balance. Have fun, you know, explore, travel, like do things that you haven't done before, but make sure you have a balance with also staying grounded, you know, staying structured, finding discipline, and carrying out the things, your duties, obligations, and responsibilities that you need to be doing, so that you can enjoy life instead of just feel like you're surviving it, right? Bringing on the positive energy within everything, your thoughts more than ever, because our little minds here, like computers, 15 equals 6. It's all about what's in your mind. You program your computer. You program this. So I did a video on TikTok. I reposted a video. This girl said it way better than me, but I always preach staying in the present. Why do I do that? Because you're not thinking about old shit that can put you in a tizzy right now in this new energy that you're in. Most of the time we're depressed and sad and upset because we're thinking of old shit, and it's changing our mood. And so then you react off of that old shit, which becomes a new mood, and then you create an emotion out of that, and then whatever you're focusing on and, you know, putting your energy into in that emotion, then you act out on that. So it's like a domino effect of negativity, right? So putting you down instead of upward. We want to go in an upward spiral here. Okay, so positive energy, positive thoughts will lead you to the right actions. Never second guess yourself. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something. 19 equals 1, which is a new beginning. Okay, utilizing your this is root chakra energy. You don't want to stay in that lower octave. They want us to be operating in the lowest chakra, which is our root. No, you want to start from here. Okay, your crown. So transmuting that energy, whether it's sexual or creative, you need to transmute. Woo! And bring it all the way up here, okay? And do it with integrity, though. This card keeps coming out all week as well. Once again, 36 equals 9, because things are changing. So you don't want to operate out of desperation, because nothing ever good comes from that. It's usually something that's like a quick win. There's no longevity when you're not operating in integrity. Ooh, that was a tweet. Ooh. So continue to focus on, you know, security, making sure your foundation and your table is where it's at. Okay, that's the best we can do. You know what I'm saying? Is focus on you. Because when you focus on you and healing and becoming happy and doing what you want to do, it kind of just, it blooms into this, like, you know, moth to a butterfly, you know, phoenix rising from the ashes kind of an energy. You just carry on a new essence, a new aura. Like when you really stop giving a fuck about people and really just focus on yourself, you really turn into a new person. It's like a new version of you, and it's so beautiful, and that's it's so attractive, and that's where confidence comes in, and that's where you feel like you have the ability to change your situation and what you got going on. Focusing on you and not caring about what else is on someone else's table, whatever appetizer, snack, dinner, whatever they got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that's not the time to be worried about. If they ain't worried about you, don't be worried about them. It's no point. Don't even scroll. Don't even look. Don't even nada. Let it go, right? Let it go. Remember? So focusing on, you know, your security, focus on bringing that, you know, building a strong foundation for yourself right now is definitely key to winning the battle. You're going to feel more confident. You're going to feel better about yourself. You're going to be able to move forward. Okay. You guys, we're switching gears here. Okay, we're gonna do individual signs. This is today's special. Every Wednesday, I always do an element. If you guys are new, I already did water on Mondays. Tuesday is fire. Today's Wednesday is earth, and then Thursday is always air. Okay. So let's do Capricorn. Quick little message for Cappies, and I have a couple of messages too. Back to the trade system, see? Hey, what's up, Purple Magic? Thanks for tuning in. Right? Nothing surprises us. Money, guns, and lawyers. Yeah, basic information, yeah. Yeah, they will ask you for your bank information and social. I'll be like, y'all think I'm stupid, huh? Like, they'll email it. Oh, and also, too, pay attention to some companies are acting like other companies online, too. I witnessed this last year. So be aware of that. Okay. So, Capricorn, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Never tug on the Superman, Kate. Never spit into the wind. You're so funny. Preconceived notions. That was the word I was looking for. God damn it. Thank you. Yeah, so I got a Capricorn rising. Cap Sun, Cap Venus. Let's get it, guys. So really quick here, with the moon in Cancer, how this has been affecting, we're about to move. Let me see where the moon is going to move. Is it going to go to Leo? I think it's going to a fire sign. Hold on, let me see. I think the moon is gonna move tomorrow, probably. What's today? Yeah, tomorrow, Leo. I was right. So it's gonna go into a fire energy, but right now it's still heightened. It's still real high. So Capricorn, you probably been feeling like I need to really focus on your emotional connections, such as like your family, your loved ones, what's really dear to you, and really just make a happy space, a happy home. Like that means more to you than anything right now. With the moon in Cancer, it can make you bring out your emotions now. So you could get kind of in a tizzy. Normally, Capricorn, you really don't share your emotions too much if you're like a Capricorn sun. But if you have been, it's like you can really go off the lid. Like something could really irritate you. It could just be like your kids screaming like nonstop when you get home. You're like, can I have a break? Go sit down. It's like that. That's the energy that I'm talking about. It could be that. Like anybody could just like, beep. Like you're sensitive a little bit right now with the moon in Cancer. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I hope I didn't have a bird fly in here again. Oh, I need to get a net for my door. I have an 8-foot door on my patio. Okay, I think we're in the clear. Anyways, so, and also with Mars in Cancer, it's going to allow you to still continue to take action and care for your loved ones. Capricorn, that's kind of like a thing for you anyway. So you might be in a coddling kind of an energy because you also want to feel wanted. Capricorn wants center stage in a sense to where they just want to feel wanted. They want someone to want them. They want someone to, it's kind of like instead of you opening the jar, it's like, honey, can you open this for me? Even though damn well you can open it. It's kind of, that's Capricorn. It's giving Capricorn, yeah. Shh, watch how I do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what Capricorn loves, that shit. Like, let me do it for you. I'll be happy to do it. Okay. When they feel needed and wanted, like, it's like, I didn't put all this hard work for anything just to be nothing. You know what I mean? Like, that's how Capricorn looks at life. The lens of a Capricorn. So with the sun in Taurus, which is another earth energy just like you, it's kind of like, you know, like I said, providing stability, getting your practical matters in order has probably been your thing too. Let me look up, I feel like you've just been, that with the sun in Taurus is allowing you to feel a little bit more grounded. But let me pull up here. Let me see. No. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's what it's helping you. You just desire just to be secure within everything. So this is like having all your ducks in a row, making sure, you know, you got your check coming in, you got your money going, you got your clientele flowing. You just, I feel like Capricorn, you could be thriving right now. Like, if you got stuff to, you know, keep you occupied, keep you busy, but then also you could enjoy some fun too. So I feel like um, it's a nice, cool little balance for you since we're in the sign of Taurus right now. But then also too, it could be bringing up some, you know, um, certain emotions for you. Like you'll recognize, like if someone pisses you off, you're gonna know. People are gonna know when you're pissed off. Like this could be, I don't know, someone telling you some incorrect information, and then here it goes. That happened like yesterday, and here it goes tomorrow. You're like, I can't believe that motherfucker told me that shit. Like you're still pondering about it, like, and you already like moved on. You got solutions and everything. Like I can't believe this motherfucker really just thought I was just like an idiot. It's that's the energy Capricorn's in right now. So easily to, you know, that's the emotion. Like, man. Okay, let me get some. Hold on. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Damn. You guys know I'm visual, so I always like to give you guys little real life scenarios instead of all this astrology talk. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and the way that it plays out with Mars in Cancer too for you guys, as well as with Moon in Cancer, it's like even though you guys are forced to act or be in your emotions right now, I feel like there's some things that you may not be willing to accept. When you find out some information about someone or something, you're like, oh damn, like it's like more of a disappointment, and it's like, okay, damn, how do I get over this? So like I said earlier, it's kind of like indulging in the past a little bit. Whether it's a little rift that happened, a little tiff, or a little information that you found out or whatever, you still carry it on to the next day. So it's like you still could be sitting in the past a little bit on certain subjects or certain aspects of your life. You know, just a little bit of worrying in this Earth energy that we're feeling. We have a lot of planets in Earth energy right now, so a little bit of worry can be going on. Okay, but I feel like it's okay. It's allowing you to look at things maybe that you never would have paid attention to. It's allowing you to kind of wake up and kind of get out of that energy and rebuild, and move on and recover with Mercury in retrograde, whether it's talking about those things or putting them into action, so that you won't be sitting in so your mind won't be in a prison. You know what I'm saying? I feel like certain things could have been happening to you that were a catalyst. Okay, like let's say for example, I don't know. I don't know, something happened at work or some shit which made you go home early. But it's like that was a catalyst for you to maybe, if you wouldn't have gone home early, you wouldn't have remembered to do something or remember to take care of something, or it wouldn't have had your gears grinding. I'm thinking, you know what, I should start working out. You know, like I don't know. It's like there's things that are happening to you that are like little mini catalysts for you for change, which is really good. Because sometimes Capricorn, you could be set in your ways, and it could be hard for you to get out of something that you've been in for a while. But I feel like here, also too, some of you guys could be having good. If you're good with your money, you could be falling into like your desires right now too, your pleasures, like what feels good to you right now. But I feel like you're not going overboard with it. But I feel like, you know, you're dabbling into, you know, you kind of got a wandering eye. But don't tap into too deep to where you kind of regret something later. What is that noise? Is it my cat or a bird? I'll have to look later. So it's all about finding a balance with your mind, body, and spirit, okay? I feel here, just try not to neglect any financial situations. Take them head on. Like if you got a bill that's due, or if you have something you want to pay off, or whatever it is, take care of it now. That way you don't have to worry about it. It's not sitting in the back of your mind. So just taking care of the things that you need to take care of. Like, you know, the things that make you feel secure. Capricorn, we all know you like to, you know, worry about, I don't know, the clothes on your back and your shoes and your, you know, the way you look, your attire, like how you're presenting yourself sometimes. Or about the things that you have in your home, like making sure everything's stocked up. You know what I'm saying? You don't like to not have nothing because you work so hard to get all of these things. And so it's like, oh, hell no, you know? So it's just making sure that you have everything that you need. All of us are being tested. You're not the only one. So just be aware of that as well. Just focus on your stability, having a nice balance, finding the justice within every situation that you come through. Just reduces the stress and the anxiety, right? Just taking care of things when they need to be taken care of, because all of us can really receive disruptions right now within life. They're coming out of left field, like just bombs just being thrown. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about how you react, how you respond, and if you're going to participate. Okay, so new beginnings are coming in for you, Cappies. I feel like this is a really good time for you, especially during Mercury retrograde in Taurus. Like I said, if you set yourself up nice, because we've got a lot of grand things here. I really love it. This could be new love coming in, or this could be something that you find a new love for. Like you start doing a new hobby that you just really love to do. This could have been something you did years ago, or it could be something totally, absolutely, completely new. Or it could be like maybe soulmate energy, or maybe a new business partner, or something that, you know, you feel like, okay, this feels good. Let me dabble into that. So you might be wanting to dabble into the new. You're crying for a new beginning. Not crying for it, but this could also be with your health. You know, you're starting to really maybe pay attention to the things that you're putting in your body. You're starting to recognize things that make you happy, putting yourself first, but also to making sure family, home, things are good. Those are on the up and up, of course. I feel like that's a given. I shouldn't even have to talk about that with you, but it's in here. So lots of victory and success coming in for you. I feel like if you've planted really good seeds, you know, you're reaping the rewards come around this time. You're actually just advancing a little bit. You're achieving a little bit more. It's just, you know, you're going to have like significant moments that occur for you that are going to continue to happen. So really good news for the most part here. Just try not to be very controlling. Reduce your anxiety as much as you can during this time, because you can be in a tizzy like real quick. You can be real petty right now, like real petty right now if you want to. Okay. I think it's a B now, you guys. I think it's a B. It's a B. It's a big B. Anyways, so it's all about healing, recuperating, making sure you have time for yourself as well. Don't forget about that, because with Queen of Wands here, you can be in this optimistic energy where you want to get out, you want to have a little bit of fun. You're feeling confident, you're feeling good, but don't forget, you can get tired real quick right now. This energy that we're going on, we have a lot of solar flares popping up. We're not as active as we used to be in these avatars, so I always tell people, make sure you stay hydrated and try and get out and get active. Because our energy can be just like boop taken from us. But I feel like you're down to earth. I feel like, you know, you guys could be learning something at this time, or just, like I said, tapping into something new, or learning about people, or learning more about yourself. Real focus kind of an energy. I feel like a lot of you guys may have some type of talent that you want to tap into. So it's like you're finding the time for that. It could be arts or crafts, or it could be I don't know. I'm just getting a real like solar plexus energy from you guys. It's really coming out here. You're trying to really develop and grow yourself. I feel like you're being very clever about everything. Hi, Gotti. And you're being very assertive, but you're also very quick-witted. And like I said, you can be very petty real fast. But I feel like you can switch like real quick. It's like a light switch kind of an energy. Continue to be outspoken. You know, I feel like you're talkative. You want to get to know people. This looks like engaging with strangers, you know, when you're out and about. Maybe tweeting a little bit more than you normally do, or responding to people, paying attention to other people and what they say and what they got going on, really seeing where their mind's at. That could be a thing for you too. But don't forget, don't put too much on your plate, because you already have your own duties, responsibilities, and obligations. And if you keep adding on and adding on and adding on, something may get neglected. So be careful of that. Okay. And I feel like if you're a Capricorn in the energy of winning and you feel like everything's working out for you, and you know, there's some bumps in the road, which is like normal life stuff, but you're getting over it and it's nothing crazy. I feel like, don't forget, in the background, there could be some people that are looking at you like, I want what you have. How did you do that? Like, how are you so, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get those questions, those answers, people wanting to be you. So they may, trying to defeat you in some way to get you off your rocker. But don't let anybody let you fall off. Like, they're going to feel like you're being unfair, or because they just can't do what you do, or they're afraid to be doing what you're doing if they can't do what you do. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be a pointless kind of a conversation, or, you know, like I said, be careful of what you're entertaining right now. Especially with, you know, especially with Chiron and Aries sextiling Venus. And also we still have this the sun squaring up with Pluto, and that trine that we have with the moon and Neptune. Okay. So new cycles are starting for you. I love to see it. Lots of new beginnings here. Love it. Lots of change, as long as you're taking action. This is the key pointer in all of this. Pay attention to the people that are around you, because you'll be able to feel the people that are trying to be like you, jealous and envious kind of an energy. And then you'll also feel the people that are really genuine and like think you're cool and they want to be around you and really like get to know you. And, you know, in a manner that is, what's the word that I'm looking for? Organic, right? So pay attention to that, okay? Because real easy, like where your energy's at right now, Capricorn, it's like that can really play a part in the next action that you take. So let me give you a visual. For example, if there's people that are just, they're studying you, they want to get to know you, they want to do you and be you and blah, 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 and you see it, you recognize it, but you don't say anything. But you know in the back of your mind, oh, this is irritating. Like, now I need to like, why? You know, they could find their own magic. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of the energy, like they can find out what they're good at. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's special in their own way, but they don't see that. They just want to copy you and be you, right? So it's kind of like they are trying to figure you out, trying to figure out your next move, you know, and then, but you thinking about that can cause you to react and create a new action for yourself and a new circumstance that you definitely don't want to be in. So that's where you gotta, like, it's a thin line with you right now. So just be very careful with that, because it can sway your decision making on your next move. So just focus. Just continue to focus. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Focus. Do what you gotta do. Develop, grow, heal, learn, and still be loving and nurturing. I feel like here too, there's a lot of loving and nurturing kind of an energy, especially with Moon in Cancer, Mars in Cancer. Be careful of not enabling people down a path of destruction. What do I mean by that? This looks like coddling someone that's out there doing bad behavior. Okay, this is what this energy looks like here. So you have to be aware of that. Okay, let people learn things on their own. You can't just step in all the time and really try and fix everything. That adds on excessive responsibility for you. And sometimes some things are not your cross to bear. You kind of got to let people sometimes learn on their own. You can drop a seed and then let it go. But sometimes you just can't take everybody in. Not everybody's going to be your assignment. They have to learn discipline. They have to get the things together on their own as well. Okay. I'm pretty sure you'll be okay with that. Because you got a lot right here, I see, on your plate already, that you want to focus on. So some dates for you. Let's see. Some dates for you. Oh, my. What's a common? Yeah. Between September to December, but more so I'm feeling in your month. I know Capricorn extends to January, but more in the December month for you. it's like you're going to be really like, really rocking. I feel like a lot of grand shifts that are going to be occurring now, whatever you're putting your blood, sweat, and tears into right now, come December, it's really going to be played out even more. Like it's going to be more rewards, recognitions, and praise. You're going to be even proud of yourself for how far you've gotten and how you've gotten through what all of us are going through. It's all about your solutions. Okay. So nice. I really liked it. I like that for you. You got a couple cool events though. I see a lot of travel as well. You got a lot of wand energy, a lot of travel energy. You could be taking a lot of trips this year, seeing many people. Yeah, lots of trips. But many shifts are allowing you to change in a good way. It's like your cup is going to be overflowing enough to pour out and to help other people or to help yourself. So I really like it. Just make sure you get rest. Please make sure you get rest. Okay, let's go on next. Let's do Taurus. Taurus is calling me. Taurus. What's up with Taurus? So Taurus, with this energy that's playing out right now, you're really going to be focused on your stability. I think the highlight for you, though, is to find ways to get grounded. Okay? Taurus, you could be really like, you could be a Taurus that's freaking out right now on the inside, kind of, like really worried. So you need outlets. But you need to find ways to get grounded. Or you could be a Taurus that's like, you know what, I got this. I'm just going to take day by day, whatever kind of happens. You know, staying more in the present and not stressing out. Okay? So you could be either or. With the moon in Cancer, I feel like it's more towards like, if you have any current like emotional connections that are very dear to you, you may want to deepen those. That way you have a sense of security. Because if you feel like everything else around you is out of place, you're going to really make sure people around you feel secure and safe with right now. Like to where you can tell your business, you can get help, you can be vulnerable, you can just be honest and truthful and transparent with. You can't do that with a lot of people. Because some of the people that you may have around you, you know, might not have your best interest at heart, and your business might be out in the streets, especially at your job or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just really taking care of your home. And with the sun being in your sign, I feel like, you know, it's just really enhancing your natural energy, your desire to, you know, be stable and secure right now. Making sure your home is a happy home. This is like maybe doing more with your kids or weren't wondering where they're at, and just also, you know, with yourself. Finding ways to make yourself feel a little bit more safe and grounded, like being alone. Because you could dabble into some things and let your shadow kind of have, like playing with your little shadow over there and get into some things. Especially if you're a person that's always alone. You don't really go out. And then you're like, damn, why did I do that? Fuck. I think that's all I had for Taurus. Yeah, because we got Venus in Taurus, Uranus in Taurus. I think Jupiter is going into Taurus pretty soon here too. Let me go back. Let me see what degree. Jupiter's in Aries at 25 degrees, so almost. And then it will be in Taurus as well. And North Node is in Taurus too. So yeah, it'll be 5 planets in Taurus pretty soon here. Anyways, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs. You guys don't forget to check the other Astro videos. That way you can see how Taurus plays out within your houses, or if you're a Taurus rising. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. You're passing up some energy. Oh, we're changing, honey. I feel like some of you guys are ready for change. I'm hearing like, oh my God, I'm so sick of this job. I just want to leave. I don't know why I just heard that. Some of you guys want to do new things. Like you want like a breakthrough with something, whether this is love or whether this is finding new hobbies. It's like you want to get into something different, something new. Okay. I feel it. You know, it's about to be summertime. The weather's getting a little nice where I'm at. I don't know where you're at, but you might want to dabble into some new activities. I feel like so that can feel like a little bit low key of an, like you feel not so balanced. It's like if you're a person that maybe you're retired or maybe you have your own business and you have a little bit more freedom. It's kind of like, okay, where do I want to travel? So it's kind of like, damn, I have all this energy all this time, but who am I going to go with though? You know, like, where am I going to go? Like, and then you start looking everything up, looking at the details, and you kind of talk yourself out of it. Like, you know, I'm just going to stay home. Like, it can be kind of overwhelming to see what you want to put your action into, to make a choice, really. Some of you guys could just be really out of touch with reality and what's going on, and so you just look for ways to make you laugh, things to make you happy. Kind of like some of you guys don't really want to cope with anything heavy or harsh. You're being very cautious of that energy too from other people. You don't want to deal with anybody that's unreliable. You don't want to deal with anybody that you can't call on. You don't want to deal with people that just aren't showing you that they have it all together. Those are the people that you kind of want to be around right now, or be, you know, mingling with. People that actually kind of have a mind of their own. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the people that make you feel a little bit good. Some of you guys could be, like I said, burning yourselves out, overworking, stressing out about money and paying bills and making sure you got it, your kids got it, your loved ones got it. You could be just like, go out in nature. Like, so I said, you have to get grounded if you're not a Taurus that's grounded right now. So make sure you're grounded. You could be really freaking about money right now. It's on the board here, literally. Just so many pentacles reversed. Some of you guys could be at a standstill. Like if you have a business, or if you just, you know, you are, maybe you lost a job or you're gaining a new one. So you know the energy of like starting a new job, or the energy of like you've been at a job for hella long and now you're just kind of over it. It's like, if they do one more thing, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? It could be that. So be careful of, you know, negative influences. Be careful of the gossip. Be careful of, you know, they always say misery loves company, because you never come up when two people are in the same negative energy. You never come up with any solutions, right? So be careful of that. It can feel good that someone kind of gets where you're coming from and they're experiencing the same thing and all that stuff. Like, that's kind of cool. But then y'all need to use your two head, come together with some solutions. Okay, some of you guys could be battling with something. Hopefully it's nothing with your health. For some it could be, but it could just mean maybe you just need some rest, because you've been like, fuck, I'm tired. Like, your mind could be overworking. You could be overworking your body physically. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these things going on, all these moving parts, all these things you got to worry about and take care of. And it's just like, you need to just make sure you get a good night's sleep. Maybe withdraw from certain things, remove yourself from negative energy. Even watching negative things or listening to negativity, like, it's not going to help you at all. You need to recuperate. This is a recovery period when we have Mercury in your sign of Taurus, retrograde right now. It's really all the words. Reset, re-energize, you know, I don't know, reassurance, recuperate, all the words you can think of, do that, okay? Because you don't want to come up and feeling like helpless. You don't want to feel that energy. Because then you're going to be like in spiritual poverty up there, and then it's going to look as above so below down here in the 3D, and you're really just going to be like, man, I ain't got this to do that, I can't go here, I can't do that. You don't want to be in that, because Taurus, when you don't have the freedom to go where you want and do what you want, ooh, you don't want to see that Taurus. Ooh, you don't want to see that side of a Taurus, because that's real bad. Tauruses love to have it, you know. You even love to help other people. If you really care about someone and love someone, you really love to help them too. You know, we all might hear about it. Man, I just helped this person pay for their cell phone bill. But it's good because you got it. Like, you want a Taurus to kind of brag like that, because that means they got it and they good. They fine. You know what I'm saying? When a Taurus ain't got it and they're in a hardship, oh, everybody's gonna feel it, and everybody's gonna not know about it, but you're gonna feel that they're going through something that it's been on their mind. It's real heavy. So manifest plans, ideas, get creative. You know, you have the magician card here. You have all the tools that you need. Maybe there's some people that you know that know something. Maybe it's knowledge that you know. Maybe it's some skill sets that you have. Maybe it's stuff that you already have around you. I need you to be solution based, because it's really telling me that you have the creative power to really master your outcome right now. You just have to really tap into your magic. Okay, really tap into that. You might have to sacrifice a couple of things. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be all peaches and cream. You might gotta sacrifice a couple of things to get the things that you really do want, or need, I should say, versus the things that you desire. Okay, so it's just all about growing spiritually. Okay, evolving. Trust that you're being tested at this time as well, and just change your perspective. Just get unconventional. Like, I don't tell people, like, be delusional. Like, really be delusional. Like, I used to really go drive at my old place. I used to drive in the hills and just stare at these houses, and I was so delusional to the point where I just acted like I was just like visualize myself in the kitchen and, you know, all around the house, what I would have there, neon lights here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would just visualize, like, that's my shit. Like, that's what I mean by be delusional. Like, really feel that you can have these things. You can achieve whatever it is that you're trying to tap into. You just have to really, you know, get this thing cleared up. And also, too, the people and places that are around you, because not everybody's going to be good for you right now at this time. Some of you guys could be going through a spiritual awakening here as well, is what I see. But you got a lot of your energy here and a lot of Venus energy. So are we with someone? Are we in love? Are we thinking of love? Or just thinking of the things that we love? You want to tap into doing the things that you love more. I feel like you're becoming more of an authentic person. Like, you're finding out more of what you like to do. Being more raw. This could be the way that you look. You could be changing the way that you look. This could be changing your patterns, beliefs, you know, the things that you do. It could be like really just evolving into, like, it's looking more like this is who you truly are, like authentically being you and not caring about anybody else. But to you, it's like a new version of you. Like, it's a new, how do I say that? This is like who you've always been. You just never shown it. Now it's like you're showing it. That's the best way I can put it. That's like really the best way I can put it. It's like no sugarcoating. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, this is me. Fuck it. Take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? So get ready. Because there's changes. But you're going to be able to celebrate. Some dates to look out for you. Ooh. I'm getting this month and next month should be like April should have been, you should have done something life-changing, or a couple of events should have already been happening for you, and running into May. Okay? Major changes. Like, whether it's looks, whether it's internal, whether it's you finding out about someone that you thought was your friend your whole time and you found out that they was two-faced. You know what I'm saying? Like, major shifts, which causes you to change your actions in some form or fashion. It should have been happening already, and it's going to continue all the way to the end of May. Yeah. Because we are in your season, too. It's always... That's so funny. It's been always, like, for the most part, all signs, it's been their season. For the most part, not all. All right, next. Who are we on next? Virgo. Virgo, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. So, Virgo, this has been a focus for you probably on your personal growth. Like, where you're headed. Personally. Virgo, you've been a master teacher. You've been taking care of other people or worrying about other people. This is Taurus sun, rock solid. If you can't remember the big dogs, I'll sit on the porch. Oh, you're a Cap moon? Lost in love. So good. Okay. Ew, you love. So anyway, sorry, Virgo. This is really going to bring a focus to you, okay? Meaning I feel like you've forked out a lot, whether this is within your community, whether this is within your family, whether this is you like bringing people up with you, like educating them on something or teaching them something or just pulling them up out of the trenches and like try to like have them make a life for themselves in some form or fashion, or whether this is something that like you say like personal counseling advice is what it looks like. It's like giving them people guidance if you can't give them anything tangible. I think it's a bee. It's irritating me now. Bees have been all over me and following me for like weeks now. And it's just like, I know it's a good thing, but anyways. So yeah, Virgo, it's going to be more on you now. So many people may not like that you want to actually change direction in your hobbies, in your ideas, in your investments, in opportunities. Some of you guys, of course, things that have been working, you're going to be going full force on those, but you're going to be tuning more into what your own needs, like what feels good to you. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like dabbling into trying all these things, you're going to be really focused on what is working for you and what feels good to you to continue with. And that's where your energy is going to flow. With the Mars in Cancer, you're not going to be partying as much, or maybe not drinking or smoking as much. It's like you're really going to also be paying attention to your health. Maybe you weren't doing that before because you could have been so busy. It's like, you know what, I'm so busy, I'm just going to drive here and just grab a burger real quick. And now it's like, no, but you're supposed to be a vegetarian or vegan. You know what I'm saying? Now you're going to be really paying attention to, like, you're going to take the time out now for yourself. Like, really what matters. Because you're starting to see people fall off. You're starting to probably see the real, honest truth. Like, people have been probably presenting it to you. If you're a person that has the ears to see, the ears to hear and the eyes to see, Virgo. Yeah, especially with the Sun in Taurus, which is another grounded energy for you. So it's about being practical, but what makes you feel stable at the same time, but really focusing on what is working for you. It's like you can't really care about anybody else now, because what did they show you? They showed you probably that they can't match your energy. And you know what I'm saying? Like they can't, how do I say it? It's like you've been moving along and moving upward and onward. You try to put people up on game, and it's just like they kind of fall at the wayside. So you got to just keep it pushing and do what's for you. That's as simple as I can put it. That's been Virgo energy. Like, you know what I mean? Focusing on your own personal growth. I feel like this is going to birth a new version of you. Okay? Give me Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Now, instead of... Hold on. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Can you smell like a flower? Could you smell like a flower? Oh, maybe. I don't wear perfume, guys. I wear like body oils. So that could be it. Anyways, so yeah, I had a point. Yeah, so no more of just kind of going out of your way to bring people up. Like on the elevator up, you got to drop them, they asses off. If they're not complying with what you got going on and they're just having all these expectations and now they're using you and abusing you and not appreciating what you did for them and yada yada, it's like, no. Now it's all about reciprocity. If I can put, like if I can put this stack of cash on the table, you better put your stack of cash on the table, and then we can move forward. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not trying to, you're not trying to get into something where, it's not fair. You want to make sure everything's fair, the giving and the receiving kind of an energy, which is really going to be super important to you. And you're also going to be recognizing that. Damn. But I feel like you're very balanced with your divine feminine and divine masculine energy, which is a really good thing as well. So I really like that. You're not following just anybody's advice right now. If you need to go back to the drawing board. You know what I'm saying? Because you're done with the foolishness. You're really done with the ignorance. You're really done with the immaturity. You're just done. You're done. Like if you have to, you'll go to the drawing board and do your own due diligence and research, and that way you can move further. Some of you guys too. Virgo, you guys are really good at busting out receipts. You're really good at giving it and dishing it back to somebody, but you do it in your own strategic, smart way. So I feel like some of you guys might not be done with certain people in your life, and you're kind of showing them, like giving them one hand up. Like, it's internally what it looks like or what it feels like. It's like you're refusing to end something. It's because you want someone to see you winning. What does this look like? What am I saying? Well, like I said earlier, it's like you put somebody up on game, they used you, abused you, took you for granted, and then they got their information, they got whatever they needed from you, dogged you out, left you, didn't care about what you provided for them and did for them, life-changing shit. And so here you go, being kind of petty. Like giving them a one hand up. Like, no, they gonna watch me succeed. They're gonna watch me win. You know what I'm saying? And you're doing it in a way where you're making sure they see it and they feel it and they know it. Just be careful. Don't overindulge in that. I know it could be how y'all get, Virgos, but I know because you're probably disappointed. You know what I'm saying? You're disappointed that people kind of did the little side eye. You know, they probably depleted you of your money or your time or your creative energy or whatever it was, and that hurts. That really fucking hurts. And the way that Virgos get people back, woo-wee, shit. Y'all bust out receipts, court documents, photos, videos, like y'all got evidence, okay? It's like whole, like CIA up in this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like whole cold case files. But don't overread into things. Like I said, don't overindulge into the bullshit right now. Just be conservative. Really just focus on you. Because I see that can cause an imbalance, okay? That can cause more distrust. You can be bringing on more disharmony than anything, you know, so be aware of that. You don't want to bring on any more conflicts, okay? Be happy within yourself. Let them watch from the sidelines. Don't even care about what they're doing because they were just temporary anyways. But I feel like anything that really does come your way, it's a temporary conflict here. You're pretty much just focusing on material pleasures, which is the energy that we're all in anyways. Like I said, investing in new opportunities and things that are actually working for you. You know, because you don't want to get disappointed again. So you're kind of like, I feel like Virgos, you're like hyper. Like you're real active right now. Like y'all real active. Y'all really getting out there. You could be very competitive right now at this time too with other people. That's what I was wanting to say. It's like a competitive energy. Like I could do this even better, or I could break this down and finesse it and put it in my own way and make it even better. Like you're really in that energy, but you just really want reciprocity as well. You're also taking care of your finances now in a different way, in a different light. I feel like I did a reading probably a few weeks ago where it's like there could have been something going on with your money that you found out about. This looks like maybe having too much money and then just dishing out too much, and then all of a sudden you come back home from vacation, you're like, damn, $10,000 in debt on a loan. What? Oh shit, I didn't pay that. Damn it. You know, it was that kind of an energy. So yeah, I feel like here, you know, utilize your intuition. It's going to be very important for you right now at this time. You're really good at visualizing things that aren't really here and just taking action based off of just a vision that you have. And I really like that about you, Virgos, because you guys are my sister sign. That's that charismatic kind of an energy. It's like you want something, you're gonna get. Oh my god, it is a big ass bee. I knew it, you guys. It's a mosquito and a bee. Oh no! I need to get a broom. Oh god! Oh, get out! I don't want it. No! Oh my god! It's a big. It's coming for me! playing. Y'all seen that shit? It was like the biggest bee. Okay, let's continue. Sorry, guys. Where was I at? I feel it somewhere. Okay, so anyways, yeah, so some of you guys might want your inner shadow to come out and play in those cases with other people, but don't fall into deceiving anyone because you're hiding your emotions based off of how somebody treated you before and you want them to see you kind of win, but you're doing it in a snide kind of a way. So be aware of that energy. Be more of a leader, and be honest about how you feel. If you want to have a conversation and let them know how you feel, then do that and then move accordingly. Like, move along. Inspire other people because you have Ace of Pentacles here. You got money coming in. You got 10 of Cups. Like, yes. This is like really completing something. This is like happiness. I feel like you're going to be more doing things for yourself and doing what's true to you because now you're focused on what makes you happy instead of taking the time to figure out how to make everybody else happy. I really like that. So, and also too, this could be like spiritual energy coming in too. Yeah, I feel like you have such a bright future. Some of you guys could have dabbled into like maybe a new opportunity and you're taking it serious now. I don't know if it's something like super businessy, like, and there goes a ladybug. Like super, I don't know. I feel like it's something high in the ranks of some sort. Whether this is like big dick energy, CEO energy vibes, or it's like working for something major. Like you're a part of something, like a team or a community of people, like legal shit. I don't know why I feel like that, but so allow yourself to stay disciplined, you know, be very logical, stay professional, okay? Because you never know what can circle back, karma, right? And don't also keep yourself in a mental prison either, because there could be some feelings that could arise for you while Moon's in Cancer right now. It can cause you feeling a little bit stuck. Some of you guys, you have a solution to how to deal with that. This could be like dealing with like a baby mother, baby father type of situation, or a family member, or a lover, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be something like that that makes you feel a little bit powerless. But I feel like you might hit another cycle with that. It's not over yet, okay? Now I'm like looking at everything, like there's something that's not done yet. Anyways, guys, so as far as dates, because I got somewhere I gotta go, yeah, as far as dates, I feel like a lot of things are gonna be popping off for you next month, like major shit. Okay, next month. Oh no, it's still here. So next month is like major for you guys. And then the summertime. So I'd say May to June is looking real sweet for Virgos. Okay? Sorry about the whole screaming fest. I love you guys. That's my mom. She's a Virgo sun. But you know, this is live and this is real life. It should be happening. So I'm about to use this blower and blow his ass out. Because I don't like killing him. But we're going to blow him out. Anyways, guys, don't forget to smash the subscribe button. Click the bell right next to it. Please hit the thumbs up. That way the video circulates and percolates. Also, if you guys want to extend this, if you have personal questions, check my website, vixenfdark.com, to get anything personally sent to you as far as information, guides, questions, answer, things of that nature. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.